Futre, the Portuguese international who came on to such good effect against Coventry in midweek, makes his starting debut for West Ham, who now have no fewer than 10 different nationalities in their squad. There's a Czech goalkeeper, a Croatian and a Dane in defence, a Welshman, an Irishman and an Australian in midfield, and there are two Romanians, Raducioiu and Dumitrescu, on the bench. It's like the United Nations now in the East End of London. Southampton, by comparison, are very much a British outfit. Letizia, born in Guernsey and eligible for France until Glenn Hoddle uses him in a competitive match, is the nearest they have to a foreigner, while Ken Moncau is still out injured. Barry Venison is also missing today. He has back trouble again, and there's a recall in midfield for Neil Maddison. For a moment, and finding support coming in on the right-hand side, Neil Heaney, who normally operates as a left winger for Southampton, has been given a role today up front with Schipperle, and he came in there on the right. Southampton in, and it's Heaney. Neil Heaney has given Southampton the lead, but West Ham, sloppy in defence, virtually gave it to him. Well, that's a bad moment for Julian Dix, the West Ham captain, because he must take some responsibility here. Bilic headed the ball to him, and Dix' first touch sent Heaney away, and he finished well. And as Reaper goes off, it's going to be the Romanian Raducioiu who will make his debut in the Premiership. It'll mean a real reshuffle by Harry Redknapp. As Raducioiu comes on, presumably to play up front with Dowie, I suspect, first off, Mark Bowen will go into the back four to fill in for Reaper, and then they'll shuffle the midfield a bit. Little tug there by Nielsen on Raducioiu. And it gives Slaven Bilic the chance to go up for the free kick, which will be taken by Julian Dix. Ian Dowie a target on that side as well. He's the obvious target. And here he is now. It's come back to Williamson, and here's Futre. Little back heel, Lazaridis. Oh! Dowie! Williamson! Well, all the fun of the fair in that penalty area. But it still won't go in for West Ham. Here's Lazaridis again. He absolutely blasted that cross so hard that nobody could get proper contact. There were three of them in there in that last attack. Futre. Running on is Michael Hughes. Down the middle is Slater. Futre goes the other way. Raducioiu outside him now. That's his cross. Dowie! Well, that's the best chance they've had. Raducioiu supplied the cross, and Dowie has scored from here many times before, but not today. It's measured for him, really, and he steered it wide. A real air of unpredictability about this game now. Futre. Dowie's gone through the middle. Raducioiu! Fine save by Besson, no doubt about that. The Romanian was clean through. And Florian Raducioiu near his first goal for West Ham, but not near enough. Bilic coming in at the back. All their three permitted substitutes. West Ham have used two of their three. Here's Magilton. Benali. Letizia. Oh no. Misunderstanding between him and Watson. "20 minutes to go. West Ham still continue the search for the equaliser. Well played by Futre. This is Dumitrescu, and Raducioiu's waiting in the middle. Futre! referee has gone to his pocket and shown a yellow card to Dryden of Southampton, I think. Foutre was the man with the opening, and you really thought when Dumitrescu got into this position that West Ham must equalise. Raduchoyu and Dowie in the centre. The pullback was good, the shot wasn't. In the meantime, Dryden was booked. Presumably for something he said. Dumitrescu's behind him, he'll take the corner, conceded by Nielsen. Easy one for Southampton to clear. Hughes! At last! And in the end, after all the openings and opportunities, a goal that came out of very little. The ball just dropping for Michael Hughes, and he lobbed it over Dave Besant into the far corner. It might be uncharitable to question whether it was a cross or a shot, but giving him the benefit of the doubt, it was a lovely finish. 73 minutes gone, and West Ham are level. Well, we're going to see a few expressions from Foutre, as indeed we did the other night from Vialli. Here he is again. Williamson. Dumitrescu! Dix. Raduchoyu. Dix! Oh, Dumitrescu! And blocked. And Raduchoyu! And cleared. Goodness me. Williamson, this is edge of the seat stuff. It's gripping entertainment. Bowen. Well, Dave. Raduchoyu is making a lot of good angles up front. Bilic has bypassed him this time. There's the cross. Oh, and Besant at full stretch. Dumitrescu back in. Dot away as far as Dix. Thumped over to the far side by the West Ham captain as Oakley comes back on the near side to bring Southampton up to 11 again. This is Williamson. Now it's Bowen. Dumitrescu outside in Foutre. Dumitrescu again! Penalty! Jason Dodd can't believe it. Neither can Magilton. But Dumitrescu went over inside the area, and David Ellery paused and then pointed to the spot. Well, how do you call that? Dodd very unhappy. He didn't think it was a foul challenge. But Julian Dix here with the penalty for West Ham. And scores! They're in the lead for the first time, and the captain, who really was responsible for West Ham going behind, has more than made amends now. He buried that to David Besant's left, and against a goalkeeper who's been known to save the odd penalty, he really gave him no chance. Paolo Foutre brought down by Benali. That's red! Francis Benali is off. Well, he hasn't been on very long. The Southampton substitute gets the red card. For chopping down Paolo Foutre. Well, there's going to be some excitement down here this season, there can be no question of that. These overseas players that West Ham have gathered together. Look at Raduchoyu now, he's offside though. They've all got their own individual contributions to make. You never see a bad game at West Ham, but even by Upton Park standards, this match, and the second half in particular, brought it on the extraordinary. They battled away so long before Michael Hughes finally got the equaliser, and then the drama of the penalty awarded against Jason Dodd and converted by the man whose mistake had given Southampton the lead, Julian Dix. But there's no doubt at all that the Foreign Legion down here in the East End are going to make quite a mark on our season. Today we saw Futre, and we saw Raduchoyu, and we saw Dumitrescu, not to mention the others who were already here, and they all added in one way or another to the entertainment.
Both.